and we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mills now. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. On first down, Hurts. He'll get this out wide to Scott. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Hurts throw there, taken in by... The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. They coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here's Hurts to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's King. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. To throw, Mills. This will be caught by Brown. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
4th and short call. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
In
a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans. Right at the 30. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tackle made by Kaiser White. You know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mills. And that is incomplete. Dameon Pierce, his intended target, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
But that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. And this one taken in by Cephas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, "Hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here." And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He gets this complete to Cephas. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Texans at 4-3, a game over 500. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have the home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
From the 44, Mills, throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Mills now looks to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Throwing, Mills. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mills. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. An 14-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here trying to tie this football game. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 31, Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Hurts sets up to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Play fake, Mills. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with him for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott Good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into...
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Elliott Good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
After the pick six a moment ago, here's Mills again. Touchdown, Texans! Quintez Cephus, 26 yards. And the Texans take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Always got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Tackle made by Rasheem Green.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll go again with Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
Here we go.
They'll run with Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Once again with Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Mills.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Ross Blacklock able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Going for the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles. And a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.